It's pretty good. I think I'll lead off with Thoughtseize, since they revealed Giganta as well. Just because I would like to know if they're also... Okay, they're doing this stuff. Our hand's pretty Thoughtseize proof, and I think Transmog's the only thing that does anything in their hand. Taking Briefcase could be okay too, but... It might take like Mandrills. That's a really good draw. So we would love to find threat. I think we have to take the threat here for sure. And then we just really want to mill like Neoform off this or draw it. You can play the threat and play consider, try to find land drop. Or drawing stub would be really good. There's Neoform in the yard. So let's consider right now. Because I would love to find stub just in case they go for the transmog here. Okay. Yeah, let's just play Tassiger. So I'm assuming this deck is transmogging into Atraxa. Nice. Sick. So they were obviously just seeing if they even drew transmog, but they must not have had it. They see that we're about to Neoform. They have no interaction for it apparently. So this matchup I definitely want Duress. And it's kind of interesting. Like they're Jund, right? And they had Zeotorus. That's the Jund one, I believe. So probably just don't want pushes. Like one might be fine. I'm pretty sure they're a Fable deck. Stubs are great. Gust is probably worth it. Maybe Decay, I don't know. Well, no. They only transmog, right? They don't creativity. So it's because transmog's only creatures and creativity's artifacts. I'm thinking of like Unlicensed Hearse, what graveyard hate they could have. Might want Abrupt Decay. Because they can't play like Grafdigger's Cage or anything like that. It affects them too. But I don't want to overcomplicate it. I think these are fine. I think we can cut all the pushes. Maybe just one Founding. Founding's quite good, but maybe we don't care too much about card advantage or anything, so let's just strum and consider and rely on the 3 gazes. This hand's amazing. 2 very good hands in a row. It's a good start. I don't think I've played against this Jund Transmog deck yet. They take Thoughtseize. Cool. That's a good draw. Too good. You can't even say it was the bug this time. Alright, so they have Hearse. I don't even think we care about Hearse, to be honest. With our hand. We're gonna way overload the graveyard here. They also don't have any way of this hand to put Transmog on turn 3, so maybe it's just Thoughtseize. Because they're gonna go turn 2 Hearse. We're gonna go turn 2 Founding Strategic. That puts 3 cards in the yard. There's already 2 cards in the yard, so 5 cards up to 9 cards. The Hearse just isn't enough, and we're gonna get the Mandrills down, so I'm just gonna take Thoughtseize. Where the Hearse is good though is if Neoform is one of the milled cards and we like need it, but hopefully we just get it to hand here off of planning. I'm gonna play Confluence because we kind of need double green to do it in like one turn sequence. What's up, dude? Prek. We're just gonna take Boseiju then. Might as well just be able to blow up the hearse if we need to, or this Fable. Next turn we can play. We can't Mandrills and Boseiju, but any updates? Exclamation! I did set up Stream Decker bot, so you can do exclamation point deck now. All right, should really be paying attention to this part. Fable. Okay, so they do have Transmog in hand here. So maybe push is worth if they're on the Transmog plan. I guess I didn't consider that. It kind of counters it, doesn't it? We're just nuts. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to stop them transmogging, so it's going to be Atraxa versus Atraxa. But I think we're better in that scenario most of the time. Because we have counters, and they don't. What up, what up? I don't know why I clicked that off. We know they have a transmog. Yeah, we just do it. They're gonna have to tap out for it. They won't be able to attack with this. Okay, they get the last two cards, it's fine. With the cool looking one. Not the best. So duress, Neoform. Let's just do it again. Whoa. So, do we want duress or Neoform? I think we're gonna want duress. Because if they make an Atraxa, we're gonna want to be able to duress one of the cards. Like if they get an Atraxa and get another Transmog, we're gonna want to duress and take it out of their hand. Mother of God, your draw is only one card selection and find it. Oh, you guys can't see chat. Oh yeah, I forgot I changed the size of this, so I should shrink that. Okay, gets rid of those two. Gonna just transmog here. It's Atraxas. What are they running? Extinction Event, Chariot. Just want to see some of the stuff they have. Okay. They just chose none. Oh, that's really cringe. That's a tilt. They just chose none. So what could they have even gotten? Extinction Event, Transmog. I mean, they would have gotten like 4. They would have gotten Extinction, or so they probably would have got Transmog, Fable, Briefcase, a land. We duress them, take the Transmog, we trade our Atraxas, and I think we're just in a way better spot, but it's hard to say. push Thoughtseize, 2 Taskers, and a Stub. I think this is a keep. We would love if like one of these Taskers was a card selection tool, but was it red-black? No, just Thoughtseize. It is red-black. All right, let's take. So we have Stub for Fable. Let's take Trespasser. We pretty much outclass it with Tasker, but it shrinks our yard and makes Tasker harder, and we don't care about these Bone Crushers. Our word kill's a little annoying, but we don't really care about that either. Just taking it because it shrinks our yard by 1. And it's possible we draw. I was just about to say, possible we draw Founding, and then we end up milling, like Neoform, and then we want to be able to flash it back, and we don't want Trespasser to snipe it. So the dream here is, so we play this on 1 because of timing, how we want this to work. We don't want to mill yet. If we mill now and we hit Neoform, we wouldn't be able to cast it next turn. So you play it on 1 on turn 2. Pretty much always. And then hopefully we mill Neoform with it. Next turn we play Tasker, hold up Stub, mill every card but Neoform, and then, or sorry, delve every card but Neoform, basically, and then go for it the following turn. Alright, they stomp me. They play the Blight Step. Bank Buster. That is a card we don't really care about, and they missed their land drop. Wow. Alright. Mill Neoform, please. We did not. That is Otherworldly Gaze, though. That's pretty good. Can't flash it back this turn, but I think playing this for 2. Do we leave Thoughtseize or Gaze? I think we leave Gaze, because we really just want to find, we really just want to find Neoform now. If we find Neoform, game's over. Doesn't matter too much what they have. We're gonna stub this power word kill if they choose to do it. If they activate Bank Buster, we can just save it. Stub. I love Stub, man. Card's so good. So we could have upkeep done it, but I'm just gonna do it for 1 mana instead. Let's take a planning. I think we'll mill everything else. And then I'm gonna play Confluence and buy Giganta. Then another power kill. Doesn't matter now. We have backup Tassiger. So let's just start with planning anyways. Yeah, we'll take Gaze. Play Blooming Marsh, sorry. Play Tasker for 1 mana, and then we'll cast Gaze on like their end step. I was trying to leave the good cards in case we end up activating Tassiger here soon. Hit 3rd land, finally. See what they do. Probably just jam Fable. Yeah. Alright. Just finding Neoform now. think I'll put planning on top and just draw it for turn. So that's planning. All right, there it is. How many? So we still have 2 Atraxas left. We can also fatal push. It's bad. We get a free attack here, so let's take it. Hopefully they don't have Dreadbore, and if they do, hopefully we find Duress or Blue Source plus Stub. We have both, or not Duress, Thoughtseize. So we have Blue Source, Thoughtseize, Stub, and Creature. Stack's broken, man. Alright, with Shock, Thoughtseize. Amount of damage we take here is just irrelevant. Alright, none of these creatures matter. So just take Bone Crusher. Or not creatures, sorry, none of these spells matter. And we get a hold up Stub for a top deck removal spell. So the game is over. Just like that, baby. Discarded a Braid. They didn't discard Push. Interesting. I've still been not sideboarding against this deck. Like, you could maybe do Abrupt Decay if you're afraid of Unlicensors, but I'm not really afraid of that card. I don't think it's particularly good, especially now on this version playing Gaze. It just doesn't do enough. Sometimes it can definitely get you, like, don't get me wrong, but alright, I'll keep this. This isn't the best. This is one of those hands where if they have Hearse, they can get you. But we do have Thoughtseize, but they might Thoughtseize take it, and then their Unlicensors would get us. But again, I don't even know if they took the Neoform. Okay, so that means they probably don't have Unlicensors or anything like that. I don't even know if Red Black really plays Hearse, but I ran into people playing it for sure, though. Yeah, I cut the Swamp and 2 Considers for 3 Otherworldly Gaze. I think it's Power Word Kill. Because we just don't have very much graveyard fuel. So when we play 1 threat, we kind of need it to live. And generally, Bone Crusher and Shieldra don't kill us fast enough, but we'll see. If we draw Founding, we can Revolt. Push, like Shieldred. Maybe should have just played Overgrown Tomb tapped. Haunted Ridge. Hopefully they don't have Fable, that would be annoying. Trespasser, that's really annoying too. That just delays us from casting, well, that's pretty good. So let's just play this tapped, Thoughtseize them, and take Shieldred. That's good. Got Shieldred out of there. It's gonna be tough to get, actually, you know what? I should really probably Fatal Push this and discard 1. Because you can still Fatal Push, and this will let me get enough stuff to delve next turn. And this will blank their creatures entirely. So yeah, it has to be this, because I actually need the ward. Alright, what do I discard? I could discard the land, because I don't technically need it to cast one of these. But I think this is probably a game where I'm gonna need Gigantha, so I'm gonna discard Mandrills. I'm probably not gonna be able to cast it anyways. All right, play Tasigur. One card in hand, Soaken's on right now, so that should brick wall them. Top deck to Shelly, that's pretty good. Now we're dead pretty quick. So, kind of need to draw Neoform. Did I just not play the Dark Slick last turn? No, I mean, we're just pretty dead here, but... Yeah, I just didn't play Dark Slick last turn, that's really annoying. Yeah, we're just dead on board. I click concede. Alright. Yeah, I don't think anything needs to change. Alright, let's Thoughtseize their Thoughtseize. This is a big old mulligan. This is a mulligan too. Unfortunately. There's a lot of good draws from that hand, but I think it is a mulligan. Alright, this is a keep. We'll put back one of the foundings and the mana confluence. Plays taps. They kept 7, so they probably have Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize or Duress. I feel like they probably just take Tasigur, which could work out for us. I think the take is honestly planning, if I'm them. But I could see that backfiring too. I mean, that's what I like a lot about this deck, is a lot of the pieces are like interchangeable, because we run 8 of the delve guys, so like you take that, it's not that unlikely that we find another one here in our top like 6 or 7 cards. And then if you like say our hand was founding Neoform, you take Neoform, well, I just get to flash it back later with founding. Alright, Thoughtseize is pretty good, but I'm gonna take this turn to do this for sure. Founding. I'm gonna founding planning. Brutal. Guess we take push to not die. We're down to 2 cards versus their 7. No turn 2 threat. There's Neoform. I will mill 4. Alright, let's Thoughtseize them. Oh, so they have good source now for Harvester. I think, honestly, we're probably going to have to take Shieldred. The Shieldred's going to kill us so fast. The rest of the cards, we can, like, whichever one they play here, we can push it. I think we take Shieldred. And then we don't worry too much about Power Word Kill, because we're probably going to be able to do the combo in 1 turn. Maybe not if we don't draw a land. We have to draw land and creature, which is pretty unlikely, I guess, but I think it's Shieldred. I'm not going to have an answer for it is the issue. Because the way the timing will work on this will be gone before I can push it. I was really hoping to mill like Otherworldly Gaze too, maybe. Set up our draw. Okay, Haunted Ridge Fable. There's Dark Slick. So what are we casting? I think we're casting Planning and then playing Dark Slick and pushing this. We just need to find creature off Planning and we're in like fine shape. Take Gaze. Yeah, let's just push it now. I don't know. There's not much of a point to upkeep Otherworldly Gaze here. I'll have to see what they do, but because I'm not gonna play the creature into Power Word Kill. Okay, we just drew it. We're sick. So I do it. Like the Power Kill does nothing here, which is so funny to me. It does literally nothing. It just gets taunted by the Tasigur. It's so funny that it just does nothing. There's Stub and Untap Blue Source, just like we drew it up. We'll take that one actually. So these four. Enchantment land, sorcery instant, done. Play this. Pass turn. Drawing at that turn was like really nice, but with it really, we just kind of needed it in our top like 7. Yeah, because Gaze, Flashback Gaze on their instep. Why can't they not target Tasigur? Because so I play Tasigur, right? And then it's like I play Tasigur before it enters battlefield, priority goes to them, right? And then they go, okay, it resolves. Once Tasigur enters, I have priority. So I get to take the next action. That's just how priority works in Magic. I'm an active player. I took the action. They said it's fine. Noxious Grasp is nice, but I have Stub. So they need 2 answers now, which could easily have 2 answers. But and then Neoform sacrifices it as part of the cost. So the very next action I do after Atraxa enters is I just Neoform, which sacks it immediately as part of the cost. So there's no window where they can target it. Nice, and they don't even have the answer here. They could have just hit Dreadbore. Yeah, you can't kill the creature in response to sacrificing it as part of the cost. Cool, 2-0. Someone asked, do I think this deck is legit? Well, I will tell you, I played 101 matches, and I'm 70-31. So I think people could beat this deck, but I think no one. I'm gonna keep this. I think no one is really prepared for it. Other than creature matchups, when do I board Stub out? Sometimes I board out like 1 versus control. How goes the Gaze? Feels really good so far, I think. It's like dug me really deep to find certain things. I think I just want green source, and I'll put the rest of these in the yard. I'm just kind of planning. And we just need to hit the creature. Did not. So now, do I want 3rd land or do I want Founding? I think I just want 3rd land. So if we top deck the creature, either one, we can still do it turn 3, which against this Atraxa red deck, that's what you want to do is turn 3. Ooh, Burning Tree is so scary. Burning Tree Swift Spear, that's not as scary. I'm not gonna upkeep do anything because I didn't draw it, but I would love to just draw it there. So I feel like it's right to not do anything. I really want to draw push, so I'm going to planning. Push or creature. Alright, we'll take the creature. Can't play it because of the way I did this. But we're pretty far from dying. It's like definitely possible, but I don't know if it's actually possible at 18 to die here, but so just consider, and then I get to untap and do the combo with 1 mana up, which is usually GG, but Loyalist is actually really annoying in this matchup because giving first strike means that they get to deal their damage before you get their lifelink from Atraxa, which came up and killed me one time because I misplayed and I didn't realize that. And I could have took a fatal push and lived, but I was like greedy and took a stub so that I wouldn't die to like a Tarkus command or something. And I could have took push and lived. Let's see if it matters here. This is definitely a lot of damage. 10? Alright, so should be okay. Tarkus command is still scary, but hopefully we just find push off of this Atraxa. Okay, we'll just draw it. Alright, so let's play Mandrills. So I already have push, so I'm gonna get stub. And Thoughtseize. Because once we gain life, I can maybe Thoughtseize them, and you know, maybe they have like double burn spell in hand or something. The other thing is the annoying part is the skull crack part of a Tarkus command is really annoying. Just take an Overgrown Tomb. So this one only has 3 instant sorcery land. I kind of wish I played this land and left up Dark Slick, and I kind of knew I should have. But I think we just play this and push. I don't think we die to an Atarkus command as long as I kill this thing that gives everything first strike. So this is an attack trigger. So I'll let them begin combat. That way they can't play another one. And I'll kill this. So the Tarkus command deals 3. I block this. Yeah, it's just not even close. Or no. They'll deal 3 and choose the can't gain life mode. And that is lethal because of prowess. Exactly. Damn, that's so annoying. Ugh. I wonder if I have stub for that instead of pushing the Legion Loyalist. I should have seen if I was dead on board to the Loyalist having first strike, I think. Alright, so let's bring in Abrupt Decay and get rid of Thoughtseize. And then this I kind of want Duress over Thoughtseize because they're gonna board in cards of expertise. I'm a lot more scared. Like Bushwhacker, getting Bushwhacker off Thoughtseize is good, but the 2 life's not worth it. And then The two cards I mainly care about are Atraxa's Command and Karazev's Expertise. So I think I'm just gonna do it like this. Oops. This hand just doesn't. Yeah, this just doesn't do it fast enough. This hand's pretty good. And I'll put back on mandrills. Done. I don't know what land to play for turn 1 here. It's probably Confluence and I just push whatever they play. If they play Kamano, I might stub. I don't think so. I don't think I stub. I think I need stub for Karazev's. I drew a second one, sick. Alright. I'll take Neoform. So hopefully I draw land, and I can push something and play mandrills. Burning Tree, Phoenix Chick. Okay. Land. Guess that's fine. Still really want to draw land here if possible. Oh, it'd be cool if they cast Atraxa's Command. They do not. Yeah, this just isn't good enough. So I think we're forced into hoping they don't have it. As in hoping their last card isn't Karazev's. They had 2 mana there and they didn't cast it, whatever it was. So it's either Atraxa's Command and they saved it, or it's Karazev's most likely, or it's a land. Yeah, I'm just gonna push the etching and then play mandrills. I don't think I have a choice to do anything else. Okay, let's play with fire. Let's go. Don't top deck it. No, they kept it on top. Ah. We're so dead. Yeah. Is this lethal or is this only 8? Oh, it's only 8. We have a chance. No, I'm gonna take one. No. Oh. Tab for blue. GG's. That's so brutal. 2 very close games. Could have gone our way, but end up losing 0-2. Alright, we'll keep this. It's pretty painful. Hopefully they're not aggro. They mulled to 6. We're on the play though. If we have a Neoform in the top like 20 cards, we win. That's an exaggeration. Do I lead off with Consider or Otherworldly Gaze? I think it's probably Gaze. I just want to get the most stuff in the yard the fastest. Best of Nascency. Greasefang. This is a pretty good hand for Greasefang because we just want a goldfish. Alright. Put grave, grave. Oops. What's the oops? I think we just grave all these. We have enough card draw. We don't need planning. For fiends, sure. Sky Sovereign is not the vehicle that we care about at all. So I'm gonna consider and then gaze because I don't want to find the card on top I want and then not get the value out of the surveil of my consider. If that makes sense. Alright, don't want that. Gaze. I don't want either of these. Literally only one Neoform. We also have Beseju, which is pretty dope. So let's just play this Dark Slick and then Tasker for one. And we can hold up. We can Otherworldly Gaze again. We can hold up Beseju. We're 17 cards deep with no Neoform so far. Really wish I was holding up Stub, but holding up Beseju here is like really good. Do you have any ideas for tech if people start packing Leyline on the side in response to uptaking Greasefang and Neoform? Leyline of the Void, I would start running Terra Sunder. That would be my main go-to. I'd probably just replace Abrupt Decay with Terra Sunder. Main reason Abrupt Decay is like optimal right now, I think, is because the main graveyard hate everyone runs is Unlicensed Hearse and any creature-based deck, and then Rest in Peace and Blue-White. Oh, I must have gone offline for a second, if that's what Twitch says. Sorry. It's probably what someone said oops, that's probably what it was. So they have Parhelion, and they're gonna Thoughtseize me, which they just take Founding here. It's cool. I didn't really care about Founding anyways. Oh, that was the oops. Cool. What's up, Damo? Alright. Let's gaze. Grave, grave, grave. We can upkeep gaze here too, and then still do the combo if we find it. So let's upkeep. Nothing. Do I want this Thoughtseize? Because they almost certainly have Greasefang, but the Vessel is kind of provides redundancy too. Even if I take... And then, I don't know. I have Beseju to stall for another turn. I'm just gonna go for it. Stub is whatever. This land. I kept... We're 24 cards deep and haven't found it. The whiff on the Vessel MTGO is fair like that. Yeah, maybe I should have thought these. It's also possible that they just still don't have Greasefang, but I'm sure they do at this point. After two connives. I'm just gonna stub this. There's not very many good stub targets, and that was their land drop for turn, so that, I mean, that makes it obvious that they don't have Greasefang right now. You did not tell me how you did last night with Neobrand. How'd you do? I could activate Tasker, but they're just going to give me another Tasker, most likely. Alright. They did not hit. We're both going very deep and missing our pieces here. Let's just see who gets there first. They got Takanuma. That's kind of what I thought. He went 3-1. There it is. So we don't attack here. I don't know if they'd really block or not, but it's just not worth risking. They might double block, so. Finally, and now, we don't have instant speed removal for Greasefang in this deck, really, until post sideboard. But it's just very hard for them to beat this Atraxa. And we can Thoughtseize here. And see what we can get with it. Also play Mandrills, Stub, and Watergrave. Could also just take the Atraxa over the Mandrills, but I doubt they ever. Plus we have Stub, so I doubt they ever have removal for Atraxa here. Did I do it right? Creature, instant, sorcery, land. Done. Do I need to shock this? No. Well, if I Thoughtseize, I might. Let's Thoughtseize. I feel like this matchup's like fine, but I'm 1-2 against it. We'll just take Vessel. Console Flagship doesn't do anything. And then... So if we play this shocked, yeah, it might as well. It just lets us do like everything. It lets us play Mandrills and hold up Seiju and Stub. But I don't think it matters. Important to remember that Tasker discounts your Seiju 1 and Atraxa does as well. Alright, Takanuma, did you hit it? They did not. They can get a Rafine's Informant. So their hand is Rafine's Informant plus Sky Sovereign right now. Rafine's Informant. You have an army of 3/2s. Okay, discard Parhelion, so I still have Sky Sovereign in hand. Sky Sovereign, 1 unknown. And I can see. Cool. Alright, so now we get to bring in a bunch of Rays. And Abrupt Decay. And we will cut these Fatal Pushes and these Stubs. I still really like Thoughtseize. 1 Stub is fine. I could cut it, I guess, but there's nothing that's really better. And sometimes just nabbing like their Gristly Salvage or something like that is like really good. But I think this is optimal versus this. I think this is a big old mulligan. Keep this. Not the best. Like we do have to draw a creature. Question is, do we do Dark Slick to the bottom or this Overgrown Tomb to the bottom? I want to say, I don't know if we need double blue, but we could need double green for Neoform plus Mandrills. I think I'm gonna put back Dark Slick. Keep back. So they kept 6. Done. Another card that's kind of scary from them is Liliana. Sometimes it can be hard to beat that card for us. I've played 3 Atraxas through Liliana on 4, where they just down ticked it, but like 2 turns in a row. But it's not super easy to beat. Running's fine. Oh, just Dark Slick. Thoughtseize them. I don't think they can even have a response here, right? Traverse, Collective, Grizzly, 1 land. I think we probably just have to take Grizzly. I don't know. Brutality is pretty tough too, though. But Grizzly Salvage. Well, I think we take Brutality because we have the answer to a Greasefang right off the bat. So let's take Brutality. Like if they spend their turn salvaging, find the Greasefang, and want to cast it, play it next turn, then we're like, okay, we'll just hold up Ray. Would like to get this Founding down though. Getting Founding down turn 2 would leave us vulnerable to turn 3 Greasefang, but alright, Gaze is a pretty good draw. So let's just put up 2 things here. Pass turn. And then if we find the creature, either creature, we can do the combo next turn. I love that Atraxa just like totally trumps Parhelion once you have it down. It's so funny. I'm definitely just going to keep spamming this deck until the Showcase qualifier. And then see what I do after that. Grizzly Salvage. They do not find it. Salvage is just creature land, so... Ashiok. It's pretty brutal. They got Takanuma. Also, they have no way to discard this Parhelion at the moment. So maybe... Well, I guess I still had to be afraid of Salvage milling a Parhelion. Alright, so they traverse for Greasefang. That's fine. We're going to Otherworldly Gaze. Alright, there's the creature. Could be main and Thoughtseize. I think, because I'm probably playing the creature, Thoughtseizing, and then like passing for a turn. Or Thoughtseize and then play the creature. Oh, this is Gaze. I don't get to take one. So Sanctum to the Yard for sure. I think I'll just ignore Thoughtseize then. Well, let's think about it. So if I go Thoughtseize on top and then Mandrills next, I can next turn play Founding, Thoughtseize them, take whatever, and then hold up Ray, and then the following turn do the combo with 1 mana up. As long as I don't mill myself with Founding. No, I'll draw Mandrills first. So yeah, I like that. Put on top. Put on top. Alright, Shock. Founding on 1. So I'm looking to take Interaction. Okay, it's just Greasefang 2 Parhelion, so we'll just take Greasefang then. Normally I like have an anime pulled up on the side, and then I just like play it. You know what? Oh, they did top deck it. See? Wait, they don't have anything in the yard though. Oh, let's still just kill it, of course. Alright. Draw the Mandrills. Mill ourselves, since we drew Mandrills. Alright, so 2 Atraxas. Mandrills. Boom, boom, boom. And they scooped up. Nice. Yeah, we get to hold up a Seiju, Abrupt Decay. We don't get to hold it up that turn, but we've already gone through 2 Greasefangs, and they still don't have a good vehicle in the yard, so game's super over. GG's. It still feels like people don't respect this deck, though. Don't really have it on their radar, which is just a bunch of free percentage points for us. Even if they do, they can only do so much, you know? But, oh man. Want to keep this, but in reality, we have 2 completely dead cards, and we have to draw land for this to matter. So I think we just mull this. This hand's even worse. All right, keep. This hand's really good. We'll put back the Mana Confluence, and I think it's so tough. I think we're trying to goldfish. I think we get rid of Thoughtseize, personally. Let's see, what's their companion? Giganta. They kept 7. Yeah, I think especially with them keeping 7 too, like we just got a goldfish and try to do our thing faster. Yeah, those 2 done. I don't like Thoughtseizing when we have 5 cards and they have 7 cards, you know what I mean? Like, us removing 1 card to get their 1 card doesn't do a lot. Alright, so this is boats. Oh, push is so sick. What a draw. That's huge. They keep. Oh, I thought they kept a 1-lander with the 1 elf or 2 elves. All right, worst possible draw. Bounding on 1. Cast Consider. Grave. Seiju. Seiju's nice. Insurance. Because of a Crone War. That has come up multiple times, but let's see, they probably just play Chariot, Stormseeker. Get in for 4. All right, there's the Neoform in the yard. So this seems whack, but I'm gonna not play this with Seiju because we just lose to a Crone War, and we're gonna win if we don't do it. So I'm gonna play Tasker, hold up, Beseiju. Because if they Crone War us, we can Beseiju in response here. Get back our Tasker. Bada bing, bada boom. A Crone War is as long as a Crone War remains on the battlefield, so it just you know, won't happen now. I think. I hope they don't permanently gain our Tasker. Sideboard tech versus the mirror. Just cut your pushes, bring in your disputes, Aether Gust, duress. Alright, beautiful. So the main thing is we just need them not to have another Crone War, or if they do, we need to hit the, you know, way to stop it. So, didn't hit the way to stop it. I can take Neoform, though, to do it again. We still have Atraxa left. So let's take Neoform, push, Tasker, and another Mana Confluence. 4. Yeah. Done. Yeah, I need to update the guide and add a bunch of that stuff. There's no point to like holding this push or holding this mana up. We don't have anything, so let's just push while we have Revolt. So that even if they do a Crone War this and take it, we don't die by them giving it haste. Nice. No second of Crone War. Alright. We want Gust. I really like Decay in this matchup. And that's it. And then cutting is always a little bit hard. I've been cutting 1 Thoughtseize, 1 Stub, 2 Founding. I think it's okay. I'm wondering what these gazes, if like maybe it's one of them or one to consider. I think I'll do 1 Stub, 1 consider, 1 Thoughtseize, 1 Founding. Seems kind of like a coward's way to cut stuff here, but I don't think we need to consider, because we still have 4 enablers and we don't need like the card to replace itself really. We just need to find, you know, find our combo and then protect it. Gust and Abrupt Decay are both great. Thoughtseize is like okay, but the life is like pretty serious. I'm just trying to explain my reasoning. Founding, I like it, but they do bring in Hearse, and it's a little bit worse against that. So I'm gonna do that. Stub's like pretty good, but it doesn't have enough targets. But targeting, like getting a Crone War and a Seeker's Chariot and a Sky Sovereign, it's all really good. I think it sounds good. It's basically a Malta 6, but I'll take 2 lands with these 4 cards all day. Fortunately, don't have a way to kill the elf turn 1, if they have one. But we can Abrupt Decay their 3-drop. I'm debating on playing the Watery Grave. Is there anything they play on 3? Like, they don't play Fable, right? There's something I want to counter that's worth shocking it in. I don't think so. I don't want to play the island either because I want to have access to Abrupt Decay on 2. So I think I saved the 2 life. Only thing would be if they like somehow don't have a land and play Hearse or something, but I just think that's way too narrow. Alright, they just cast Bone Crusher. That's fine. Alright, I think we're definitely down to Abrupt Decay this. Just preserve our life total. If they jam Chariot like pre-combat, okay, then we'll stub. For sure. I don't know why they would do it pre-combat, but just play Dark Slick and Abrupt Decay that now. I don't think casting the Planning this turn is very good. If they play like Stormseeker pre-combat, we'll kill that instead. It's 1 less damage this turn, but it adds up to way more damage. Especially if they give like a Chariot haste or something like that, or a Sky Sovereign. See what they attack with. Alright, we will decay. Elf by Gigantha. That's what we like to see. There's another Abrupt Decay. Let's just start with planning. Actually, I'm gonna play this island because I want to be able to hold up Abrupt Decay without shocking if I feel necessary here. So, alright, Neoform's terrific. I don't think there's a reason to expose our mandrills to an Acrone War early. So let's just hold up Abrupt Decay again. Then we can do the combo next turn and hopefully find Stub or Gust or Boseiju to not die to a Acrone War. That's the main thing in this matchup. Just don't die to a Acrone War. And it's pretty hard to lose. So we don't care about these. Just play Giganta? Okay. That's fine. I don't know, maybe we don't care about this, but I'm just gonna Abrupt Decay. Alright. Oh, we need to play Mana Confluence. Because we need double green. So actually that was huge. I did not, that was an oversight on my part. But I don't know if we could have done anything differently anyways there, because I don't think playing Mandrills is right. If we can't hold up, or if we can't hold up any protection for it. But luckily we did draw double green there. Alright. Ugh, no protection. Take Gaze, just in case I need to dig really deep. And I can just do the combo again, which is nice. And we hit a full 5 cards, which is also kind of nice. I think I save Founding. If I hit something nice off Gaze, or like if I somehow need 2 answers or something, I can maybe Founding, get it back later. So let's just Gaze. No. Gosh. I need access to this new Atraxa. Mandrills, Atraxa on top, Mandrills on top. Yeah. Put on top. Put on top. Play Tasker. Have to exile our Gaze, but if you can't leave Atraxa like directly on top because then it's what we draw for turn, which is really bad. But now we'll draw Mandrills, which is fine. Yeah, they have a Crown War. Luckily, they can't give this haste. And then we'll just play another one, and hopefully we can blow up this Crown War. Have to take 5 here. We have Boseiju, and we have, well, really it just has to be Boseiju. Well, I mean, now it doesn't have to be because we just can trade with our Atraxas, which is fine. So let's Founding into the Neoform. Is there a reason not to? I don't think so. Didn't hit it. What did we hit? Thoughtseize protects us from oh, we have Gust. Duh. I forgot I boarded in Gust. So yeah, we'll just Thoughtseize and then Gust. Tasker, Thoughtseize, Founding, Gust, and then Breeding Pool. Just take Mana Confluence. Done. Yeah, I think I just Gust Atraxa. Well, let's see. To your next turn, creature you opponent control attack each combat. Each tapped creature with this. Yeah. So let's Thoughtseize them. Make sure they don't have like another one in hand. I will take that. Then we can just play one of these tapped. And then just Gust the Atraxa on their turn. They're going to attack with more stuff. Yeah, the second line doesn't matter here. we're just gonna get a kind of a blowout because they're gonna attack with more stuff, I think. No, they didn't. Okay. And we'll put it on the bottom of our deck. Mutable was their draw. Should be game. Oh yeah, we drew another gust. Has to attack. Just play some delve stuff. Leave Neoform just in case they would have something. No tapped creatures. All right, GG's. Yeah, I mean that felt good. That was a pretty good 4-1. The loss was to Atraxa Red. Very close to games, but could have gone our way, but it didn't. But it's probably like not a great matchup. I think it's fine. Can't beat Atraxa Red? Yeah, we can. Absolutely. Our game best deck. It's good. Let me have the deck up while I talk anyways. Would I feel confident bringing the current iteration of this deck to an RCQ and RC? Or do you think there's still work to do on the list? Well, I'm bringing it to Showcase Qualifier on Sunday, so yeah, this is I got second in the Showcase Challenge with this, and I'm bringing it on Sunday because people are still not respecting it. Yeah, and I got second at the Hunter Burton Memorial 5K, Pioneer 5K. And he's about Soul Flare, you mean? I think this version's better. I think the Soul Flare version's cool. Is one Boseiju enough when people start playing ley lines? I don't think you can afford to run 2 Boseiju. You could maybe sideboard another Boseiju, or like 2 more or something. But the mana is way too bad if you play extra Boseiju, I think. Right now, the reason I'm playing Abrupt Decay is because it's free. Because it's free in the sense that you don't have to play any other enchantment hate, because Abrupt Decay hits Rest in Peace and it hits Unlicensed Hearse. And that's the only 2 pieces of enchantment hate that people are really playing right now. I've encountered 1 Leyline of the Void in 104 matches. I can show you my spreadsheet. 104 matches. I've encountered 1 Leyline of the Void, and it was this weird humans pile. Like one of these humans decks here that I lost to. I think it was the one I lost to. So it's very good against us. We only have 1 answer to Leyline of the Void, but what's our worst matchup? Probably like Mono Blue Spirits. But yeah, Abrupt Decay hits the only main 2 pieces of graveyard hate people are even playing, and then it also just doubles as like awesome removal versus like Mono White, the Gruul Boats deck, any other aggro deck. Mono Blue, it's really good against Mono Blue. But I would probably switch it out for Terra Sunder. Would be the main piece I'd want to play, or just more Boseijus. But I think I really like the 3 Duress. I really like the 4 Ray. It gives us a way better shot against like Angels and Greasefang and Mono White. I like the 2 Gus. It's really, really good against Mono Green, and then also good against Boats. The 3 dispute is kind of necessary in counter heavy matchups like the mirror. Is it creativity? Blue white. Giganta is amazing. You have to play Giganta if you're like playing this. I don't really like versions that aren't playing Giganta. Like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna cut Giganta and I'm gonna add like another 7-drop payoff. Like I think that's terrible. I would not do that. And then I just changed. I cut the swamp for 2 consider and 3 otherworldly gaze. Because I think 21 lands is fine. I don't think we ever. You just need to hit 3 lands to function at first. If you flood, it's whatever. But and then adding 3 gaze and 2 consider. We have a lot of stuff to do on one. You know, we have 5 like proactive things to do on one that fill our yard and find us land drops. And then the 4 plantings on 2 to find us their 3rd land drop. So I think that's fine. But this version I'm trying 3 gaze and I cut 2 considers and 1 swamp. Because I feel like the consider just didn't quite do enough to fuel our main plan and get these delve threats consistently. But I think gaze, I really liked it there. So this is the 75 I would submit right now for the tournament Sunday. If I see or catch wind of people like gonna start jamming ley lines because this deck's like kind of recent popularity, but I still think people aren't respecting it. So as of right now, this is what I'm gonna submit.